All right, and here we are. All right, well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the studio. I'm Jake Michelle, and this is the Spirit Fire Studio. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry, the Fire Spirit Studio. Yeah, so welcome to the studio. Tonight, I am working on editing the podcast, and I'm also working with the RGB switch controls, just getting everything dialed in, a couple of cable issues, a couple of power issues, some camera issues. So just been working on cleaning stuff up and trying to find out a little bit more about how all this works and what I'm going to do with it, I guess. So yeah, I got the RGB Link a few days ago. I got two 4K cameras on the overhead of the console. I got my lighting in. I got my new pod mic and the pod arm, and it's fantastic. I absolutely love this product. And now I'm just here out. I just finished recording the podcast, and every time I'm done recording the podcast, I turn this camera on and I record something for YouTube. And so tonight I recorded my fourth episode. So that's 4 days in a row that I recorded podcast episode, and I absolutely love my podcast. It's called Becoming a Content Creator After 50. Yeah, that's a little idea I got off of some of the stuff floating around the internet. So yeah, becoming a content creator after 50, and this is me becoming a content creator after 50. So this is my space. This is what I do here. I edit my podcast, like I said. I record it, and now I've added the RGB mixer to my podcast recording, and I'm really happy because it just looks next level now. The background in the space is not where I want it yet, but it's gonna be. And every day this place looks different. I'm excited for you guys to follow that. But it's just, I'm excited what I'm going to do with it. So I'm already planning. I'm going to have these different shots. I have an extra channel left over. I'm going to be cutting in newsreels and video and other sorts of media. So that's going to be the other channel. I'm going to use an iPad on that. So yeah, I'm going to have a full console. I'm going to have my video switch. I'm going to have my iPad, and I got the 4 cameras, doing their thing for me. And all I got to do is speak into this microphone, stop saying and filler words. That's what the podcast software is telling me. So I got to work on my filler words and my pauses. And I'm doing that. Not so much the pauses. Those are okay for me. It's just the filler words. I know I got to work on that. That I'm going to cop to, and I'm going to do it. Other than that, just enjoying the space. I got my pretty little blue light in the back, lighting up my mixer that I just got. I was separated from it for a while, and somebody was near the area that it was in, 6 hours away. And they said, hey, we're here, we'll pick it up for you. And so my mixer's here now. I'm going to integrate that into the system here somehow. I don't know how, and not yet anyway, because I'm going to run that mixer through my digital interface that's tucked underneath my desk over here, and that's going to run the audio here. But right now I only have one microphone and an extra input that I'm not even using for the future. But for now, more than anything, it's the visual. So the RGB Link mixer and the 2 cameras that I'm using for my podcast. Actually, 3 cameras. I'm using the camera I'm recording on right now too, the Sony A6500 with a 16 millimeter Sigma lens at a 1.4 f-stop. So it's a fantastic lens. I'm sorry, it's shooting at f1.6 right now, but the lens is a 1.4, so that's its minimum. So I can take this down a little lower if I wanted to, but it looks good for now. Happy with it, and that's what I'm up to. Fulfilling my promise to myself to become a podcaster and be a content creator. So I started on New Year's Day when I uploaded my first video, and I haven't stopped since. I guess you can say. It's been a week, but I'm in it. I'm at least going to do 30 days, nonstop at least, and then I'll see if I'll give it any breaks or whatever. But I want to learn something in those 30 days. It's not about my views. It's not about subscriptions for me. I'm learning myself some very valuable lessons that I know I'm going to need down the road. And that time to do that is now. If I'm going to mess up, I want to mess up right now. I don't want to be experimental or figuring stuff out when I'm more advanced and down the line on my future endeavors. So that's what I'm doing here. So right now I got the RGB mixer. I got my I got 2 new 4K cameras today, and I have my 55-inch monitor above me here, displaying my 4K inputs at the bottom. Then on the top, it shows me which 2 I'm mixing with the toggle on the console for the mixer. And yeah, so it has great monitoring capabilities. So I really like that because it really lets me know like what's going on. It has a little a very small little 2x2 inch screen on it that I can barely see. So that's kind of worthless to me. I like this 55-inch TV with those visuals up there. It's got metering, it's got spectrums, whatever you program on that screen, it'll show you. So it's fantastic. The only lesson I learned is that some of those screen icons will come out on your podcast if you're not careful how you set them up. So you're gonna see that. And but again, just ironing it out, and figuring stuff out and enjoying every minute of it. Okay, so this is Jake Michelle from the Fire Spirit Studio, signing off and getting back to some editing. I gotta get my podcast out. Okay, all right. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe and just follow my journey. And I guarantee you there's going to be more to come. So the space will not look like this next time I make this video, I promise. All right, till then, good night.